apparition. Maybe I should introduce the magician. Ladies and gentlemen, we pause for applause for Mr. Jeff Harmon.
Thank you. Thank you very much. How is everybody today? Welcome to our Halloween Carnival. And oh, wait a minute, this looks like a very special, friendly audience. How many would like to learn how to do a magic trick? Would you like to learn the secret to a magic trick? Well, what I'd like to do right now is I'd like to start off by teaching you some magic that I learned when I was very young. As a matter of fact, I was born very young at age. How many of you were born very young? How many of you were young when you were born? Not all the same people. Interesting. Okay. Now what I'd like to do is I'd like to start off by showing you magic with a silk handkerchief. I'm going to show you this hand empty, this hand empty. You can play along if you want to. And then you make a fist and you place the silk handkerchief into your fist. Now you add a lot of dramatic effect by moving your eyebrow and your hand not only simultaneously but at the same time. You wave and you blow. And are you ready for this? Everybody say abracadabra. Are you ready? Look what I have now. I have an egg. Now, as you were looking at the egg, the silk jumped up this sleeve, tickled me on the neck, came down this sleeve over here, and it ended up at the very bottom of my pocket. Ta-da! Isn't that fun to watch? Now, raise your hand if you would like for me to show you the secrets of this magic. You would? Okay. So, everybody do this for me. Please raise your hand and say, let me just make sure it's just us. Everyone please say, I promise.
I promise.
Not to tell.
Not to tell.
The secret.
The secret.
Not to my dog.
Not to my dog.
Or my pet goldfish.
Or my pet goldfish.
Or my Aunt Edna.
Or my...
Nobody. Okay, good. Now, here's how I do it. I cheat. I do not have one silk handkerchief. I have two. One of which is secretly hidden inside the egg. That's what I said when I first saw it. Now, as you're looking at the, so see, this is how it works. So we have two silk handkerchiefs, and it's very important that they be the same color. Take an egg, cut a hole in it about the size of your thumb, and take the contents out before you start the trick. Take silk handkerchief number one, you wrap it up into a tight little parcel, you place it at the very bottom of your pocket, way down here. You take the egg, you hide it in your hand. This is what we call in the magic business, what we call that, hiding the egg in your hand. For those of you that are interested in the cipher, inner sanctum magic talk. Now you take the silk handkerchief and you place it in there and you wave your hand over it, you throw, you reach over here, you pull, and they will think that it's real magic. There's only one problem. Don't let the people see the back of the egg. Don't let them see this part. Don't get excited and go, ta-da! Because if they happen to see the whole, this really is an uncomfortable finish for the magic. But if somebody happens to catch a glimpse, here's what you do. Watch carefully because this is the best part of the magic. You take the hole. You peel it off the egg, you hide it somewhere inconspicuous. That gives the illusion that it's a real egg, and when it looks like a real egg, they can examine it all they want. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Well, now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to come out and I'd like to get a volunteer to help me from the audience. You would like to come up? Thank you for your energy. Come on up to the front. Let's give him a gigantic round of applause. Come around this way. All righty. Now, he's such a good-looking young boy. Now, it reminds me when I look and see all these young faces, you know, I've been doing magic since I was a very, very young boy. But when I did my very first magic, this was the outfit that I wore. We might get into that a little bit later, but yes, your name is? Owen, come over and shake my hand. Let's give Owen a big round of applause. You can stand right here, Owen. That's perfect. Smile at the group. You're doing great. All right. Now, Owen, here's what we're going to do. I've got I've got a piece of rope here that people might use to tie up bundles of things, and I'd like for you to examine the rope and just pull on it and tug on it and make sure it's just like anything that you might think. And cover it, go through take it all the way through your hands and cover every inch of it, okay? Now, Owen, I'd like for you to be very careful. Now, boys and girls, scissors are very what? They're very sharp, so please do not touch the blades, but put your hands inside the safe handles there, okay? You're right-handed, that's good. Now, what I'd like for you to do is, how many of you are right-handed? How many of you are left-handed? Once again, some of the same people. Okay, good. Would you please cut the ends off of the rope for me? The pink part is the magician, okay? Excellent job there, Owen. Now, what I'd like for you to do is I'd like for you to cut the center of the rope out, like this. Right here. I'm here to help every step of the way. Yes. How many pieces of rope now? 2 pieces of rope. Now, here's what we're going to do. Here's the magic. I take these 2 pieces and I tie a very special magician's pop knot. You twist, come around, and go through, under, over, and around, and pull tight, like so. Now, do you have any invisible pretend magic pixie dust? Yes. You do? Okay. I have some here too. So, yes, go ahead and take yours out and sprinkle it on the knot there, and then just kind of go. Now, would you take a hold of the rope and make sure it's all back together again? Make sure it really is. It's not like held together with some sort of a thread or anything, right? It really is magically all back together. Now, I would like to show you the secret to this one now, since I've showed you the secret to the first one, okay? So here's what we're going to do. This time, instead of cutting it into 2, we're going to cut it into 3 pieces of rope, okay? So if you would do me a big favor now, Owen, and if you would cut right about here, right through the loop again, you can just kind of put them straight up in the air and I'll help you. There you go. You're doing a great job, and then cut through this loop as well, okay? It looks like I might have erroneously measured. It looks like piece number, let's see, yeah, that second piece is just a little bit too long. So do me a big favor, and I'd like for you to cut that second, cut that one, the one long one, just kind of cut that so it's sort of even. Yes. That's important that the ends be the same and the middles be the same, okay? Because if, for instance, if you come up here with a little tiny piece of rope like this and one that's kind of medium and one that's way too long, it just won't work, okay? It's just not going to work. Oh, thank you. Thank you for clapping. I was just thinking, what a nice quiet place to rehearse. Thank you so much. Now, you take the little one, so cute at that age. Coochie, coochie, little Ruby. You take the medium one, like so, up to the top, and then you take the long one. You bring it all the way up. Invisible, magic pixie dust. Oh, you have your own, I forgot, yes. And then, watch carefully. Say abracadabra. Abracadabra. 3 pieces of rope. This is number 1. This is number 2. This is number 3. This is Owen doing magic for you and for me. A big round of applause for Owen. Thank you. You can go back to your seat, Owen. Now what we're going to do is we're going to, I'm going to tie this piece together with this piece using that very special magician's pop knot. So for those of you that didn't get it before, here's what you do. You twist, go over, under the same time as you go backwards and through, come around and pull tight. I'll do it one more time, tightly actually, and we'll do it one more time like so. Like this, slow motion. Like so, okay? Now after you get the knots on there, here's where the magic happens. It's important that if you don't have a volunteer, that you have your own pretend invisible magic pixie dust. You sprinkle it like this. By the way, don't put this down, because if you put it down, it's very impossible to find. When you rub like this and you snap your fingers and you smile, it causes the knot to come off the rope like that. I'll do it one more time for those of you that forgot to clap. I sprinkle a pixie dust like so, and I rub and I squeeze and I snap my fingers and I smile, and now that piece comes off. We've got one long piece. So much. All right. Well, now for my next feat of prestidigitation, I would like to come out and have somebody help me in the audience, and I'm going to bring a deck of playing cards, and we're not really going to do a card trick, but we are going to use a deck of playing cards, and I would like to come out into the group. Otherwise, my cologne was a waste of time. Let's see. How about, yes, you, would you be willing to help me? Have we ever met before? Okay, you seem proud of that. I'm just trying to solidify that this is not a, okay, good. And your name is? Kate? Okay, Kate. Would you please take a look at the cards? You can hold on to them. You can look at them. You can shuffle them if you want to. Just don't get them out of order. Oh, that was really mature. Thanks for that. Okay, well, too late now. They're out of order. Do me a favor and just touch any card as I go through here. Just touch any card. Now, do you want to keep that card or do you want to change your mind? Okay, do me a favor and hold on to the card, okay? Just hold on to it and keep it right next to your heart, okay? So that, and then maybe look at it one more time just to refresh your memory, okay? And by the way, my memory is so bad.
How bad is it?
How bad is what? Okay, anyway. We're going to, yeah. Stop interrupting the show, please, okay? Asking me questions like that. Okay, now. So you have a card, right? You could have had any of these and you chose the one that you chose. Now, I have no idea which card that is, so it's going to require some mind reading. But we're going to perform not just one mind reading act. No, no, no. We're going to perform two. So, Kate, first of all, you are going to read my mind. Did you know you were going to read somebody's mind when you came to the carnival today? Well, I have a very famous celebrity, and I drew her image here, and she reminds me of you, Kate. That's why I picked you. Now, I am going to astral project the identity of that celebrity into your mind. Are you ready? Look into my eyes. Kate, who is the celebrity? I'm not sure who that person is. You say Angelina Jolie. Ladies and gentlemen, Angelina Jolie. Yes. I love you all. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, whoa, or something different. But now is the second part of the mind reading, because did she do a great job at reading my mind, ladies and gentlemen? Now we're going to have it be the other way. So now this time you know what the information is. So the way I astral projected the identity of the celebrity, would you please now astral project the identity of that playing card, okay? You're the only person in the audience that knows what it is. Do we all know what the card is? No, we don't know. So I need for you to concentrate, look into my eyes, and try the entire time to remain exactly as far away from me as I am from you. Okay? Concentrate and think of the card. Pretty good so far. Obviously, we've made a mental connection. Just a moment, please, here. Miracles take time. You gave me a very wonderful image of the card, and I think I've intercepted it. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may present the miracle of mind reading, your card, Kate, was the Ace of Clubs. Okay, that doesn't look like an Ace of Clubs. Maybe it's her fault. No, how about this? I knew that. It's nice to have members of my immediate family in the audience. Thank you. I knew that this was not your card. This is really a deck of cards, the entire deck. And this is just the front one. If you don't believe me, all you've got to do is watch carefully. See, I'll show you here. I've got, I forgot to draw this part, and I do apologize. But see, I really was drawing the entire pack of playing cards here. And your card, which was the, what did I see there? What did you show me? I can't quite see. 7 of diamonds, exactly. You see, the 7 of diamonds, ladies and gentlemen, is in there. So, thank you. Hope you enjoyed the show. But if you don't believe me, watch this picture. Okay, please come up to the front. All the way up to the front, if you will. And would you do me a big giant favor, and I'd like for you to take this and show everyone both sides. Hold it up, show them both sides. It's just ink and paper. It doesn't even move. Thank you, Kate. All righty, well, it is now my pleasure to perform some very special magic for you. Now, how many people here have ever had a dream of flying or floating through the air? Anyone? No? Yes? Okay, a few of you. So what I'd like to do right now is I would like to pick a volunteer. In fact, do I have a volunteer already selected? Is that right? Do we have somebody who's...
Are you shaving?
Perfect.
All right, come on.
Let's give her a thunderous round of applause. Thank you so much, yes. All righty, now, so people, you've had some dreams sometimes of flying through the air. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to try to defy gravity right here in the ether, and I'm going to try to float you in midair and have you just be suspended right there. Does that sound fun? It's kind of fun. Is it a little bit scary, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so it's going to take some trust, isn't it? All right, your name is? Shaylin? Okay, Shaylin, please stand right here. Smile at your audience. And Shaylin, I would like for you to hold on to the magic carpet, like so, and smile. You're in show business. It'll take me just a moment to set this up. Maestro. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try to float this board up in midair, and if you lay on the board, then you'll be floating by default, okay? Shall we try to levitate one of our witches? Would you be willing to volunteer? Thank you so much. All righty, here we go. So perhaps you can watch, and then later if you want, we can try it another day with you, okay? Okay, very good. All right. Uplifting thoughts now, all of you. Perhaps a little more uplifting thoughts from everyone. Successful. May I have your right hand, please? And a big round of applause. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Hart!
Sister, I have one more. Yes, as I was saying, would you like to see my encore? Yeah. Now, for my final feat of prestidigitation and ledger will now become, in front of your very eyes, the most powerful maker of magic in all the world. Watch carefully.